These might be a little bit out of date, but I don't really give a fuck. Vince told Sasha and Bayley that they would be losing the tag team titles at WrestleMania to the Iconics, and they threw a fucking bitch fit and cried backstage and fucking threw a temper tantrum and hit the floor and fucking banged their heads on the wall until their ears bled. And all of a sudden, these reports come out saying that Sasha Banks wants to quit because they had to lose the belts at WrestleMania. As if this fucking bitch, and it's not only, yeah, I called her a bitch. Anyone that wants to dispute the fact that this bitch is a bitch, come at me. She is a bitch. This is what happened. These people decided to stick behind Sasha Banks. They decided, oh, she has a legitimate gripe, you know. She's been misused by the company. She's been underutilized by the company. Can you go fuck yourself? Sasha Banks won the women's championship like 6 times in her first year. She was the first women's main event. She fucking main evented the Royal Rumble with Ronda Rousey. She was part of the first tag team championship for the women. And you're telling me she's been misused? She's underutilized? Can you go fuck yourself? She thinks that if she's not champion, this is like CM Punk. This is going back to the CM Punk thing, actually. You have all these fucking accolades from a fake sport. And yet, though, this time, when they decided to do something that maybe you didn't agree with, all of a sudden you're fucking threatening to quit? Can you tell me, if Sasha Banks stays, why the fuck they should ever push her again? The Sasha Banks became stale so fucking quickly. Like, nobody gave a shit about her after 6 months. And I dare someone to dispute that. This bitch can quit if she wants to quit. Nobody is going to give a fuck. God damn it, man. I fucking hate Sasha Banks so fucking much. Man, I really hope she does quit. And you know what? I don't even dislike Bayley, but take Bayley with you. At this point, I'm indifferent about Bayley. I don't care about her. Alright, there is a glaring problem aside from the obvious in today's wrestling business. Aside from the fact that we have superstars that just blatantly fucking blow and wouldn't even be good working at a Roberto's. Let's take a look at the fact that a lot of fucking superstars nowadays are ripping off legends blatantly and not just doing like a move to pay homage like you'll see Roman Reigns do, like you'll see Sasha Banks do, like you'll see Bayley do. They're blatantly ripping off their gimmick, their taunts, their moves. And I think it all started when the fucking Bullet Club did that shit in New Japan, where they were ripping off the NWO for absolutely no fucking reason. Like, they're nothing like the NWO, and yet for whatever reason, they were pretending to be the NWO. Like, it's an insult to Hulk Hogan to mention his name along with the people in the Bullet Club. Like, that's an insult to Scott Hall, it's an insult to Kevin Nash, it's an insult to Scott Steiner, it's an insult to Buff Bagwell. Yeah, and Virgil would be insulted by that. So, yeah, like, I think it all started there, and as of late, it's just gotten really fucking bad. Like, you have Dolph Ziggler running around every week pretending to be Shawn fucking Michaels. Like, dude, there's nothing that pisses me off more than watching Dolph Ziggler fucking go in the ring and do that fucking tuning up the band shit for a super kick that not only looks fake as shit, but it's also not even his fucking finisher. Dolph Ziggler's one of the worst wrestlers of our generation, and he's out here ripping off one of the best wrestlers of the previous generation. And not only that, but then you have someone like Kevin Owens ripping off Stone Cold Steve Austin. What the fuck about Kevin Owens reminded you about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like, who sat in the back one day and decided, you know what Kevin Owens needs? He needs to be more like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm tired of this shit. Like, it's not him. That's not who he is. Kevin Owens is nothing. Dolph Ziggler is nothing. Understand that. And then there's shit like Charlotte, you know, Charlotte's gimmick, which is, I'm Ric Flair's daughter. Look at me. And then that's it. You're Ric Flair's daughter. Whoopty-fucking-doo. David Flair was also Ric Flair's daughter. Look at him. He's a piece of shit. So you're a piece of shit. But the difference is now that for whatever reason it's become acceptable to rip off legends completely. Not just a move, not just to pay homage with the move, but to completely rip off their gimmick and completely live off their fucking legacy. It's crazy. Like, this has never been this bad before. Like, you have these fucking Street Profits, these new guys that just got called up, I think. They show up on Raw every couple of weeks. I've seen a couple of segments with them on YouTube. These guys are rip-offs of the New Day. You know what? This one's kind of a reach, but I'm going to say it anyway. You have Seth Rollins ripping off X-Pac by exposing his dick to everybody. So, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I feel like I'm watching a fucking parody.
Like I feel like you remember when you would watch Scary Movie and be like, oh, that's funny, you know, they're ripping off 8 Mile, or oh, that's funny, they're ripping off Scream. I feel like I'm watching Scary Movie fucking, I don't know, they got 6 now. It's just so fucking infuriating. I hope Vince McMahon is doing this for laughs. I hope he does it just to get kicks in like backstage, just to say, yeah, look, these guys fucking blow. Look, Triple H, these are the guys you wanted to sign. These guys fucking suck. Even if you fucking suck, just suck, dude. Like, you're gonna suck regardless, but at least you're trying to do it on your own. Doing it this way makes you look a hell of a lot worse than if you try to rip off another legend and you still suck at it. Yeah, this is exactly what happens when you call up people who don't have their own character, who don't have their own charisma, who don't have their own gimmick, that you have to rehash and recycle old shit just to try to make them relevant. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you have let's say you have a 3-year relationship with your girlfriend and then you break things off because it just didn't work out for whatever reason, and the next girl you date is a lot like her, so you think it's okay, but then you realize that she's just trying to be what you want her to be, which is your ex-girlfriend. Like, it's shit like that. And that shit fucking, I don't know about anybody else, that shit pisses me the fuck off. Do not pretend to be someone that you're not. You know, be your own fucking superstar. Be your own person. Be your own fucking character. The bottom line, Dolph Ziggler, you were wearing pink. That's fine. That's unique. Yeah, you sucked at it, but at least it was you. Like, oh my God, man. Like, whatever. You know, I've gone on this rant long enough. Fuck the Bullet Club for initiating this shit, and fuck the people that thought that socially accepted this to the point where it's now okay for Kevin Owens to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.